you see with new students? What tends to be some of the biggest struggles that they go through when they're learning violin?
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting one because I think that's one of the great things about learning music. It's so good for us as well. I guess that's probably one of the other reasons I like teaching it, especially to kids, is it's so beneficial for us because there are so many different areas that we have to be good at. So you have to be good, you have to have spatial awareness and awareness of your body. You have to have oral skills, so being able to hear if you're in tune or not, so being able to hear pitch, things like that, rhythm, and then all the theory as well. So there's a lot of different skills that it kind of encompasses just to play one instrument. And it's different for everyone. So, I might get some people who come in who pick up the bow hold and the stance. I mean, they're sort of classic ones. The bow hold's really hard. Everyone struggles with that in the beginning and everyone squeaks and, plays out of tune, all that kind of stuff. But some people will struggle with it quite a lot if they're not, super spatially aware, especially young kids. But then other people, they might come in, they might be great at that, but then they'll struggle with intonation and hearing if they're in tune, and someone else might be great at the other two things and come in and struggle with rhythm. So there's always something that we all have to work on, which is great because that's how we get better and we develop ourselves. But it really is quite different for everyone, and I think that's something I like about it too, because there's lots of variety in each person's different. Some people are really confident and love getting out there and performing. Other people need a bit of nurturing to do that first performance or go busking or do whatever they're going to do. So yeah, it's a different journey for everyone. But yeah, I suppose the classic ones are just holding the bow, getting the posture right, which can be a bit frustrating for beginners because, you just want to get on and play music. But it's important to get it right because it's, once you can do it, then you've got that for life. So
What do you feel has been like the biggest benefit to your life that being able to play the violin has brought you?
yeah, I mean, I think lots of things. Probably socially, it's been really big, I guess, or just music in general. I suppose I was thinking, yeah, most of my best friends I've met through music in some form or another. So yeah, I mean, whether, when I was a teenager, I got to travel around and go to music camps with the Australian Youth Orchestra and stuff like that, which was really exciting. I met loads of young people from around Australia, which was, it was just fantastic. Or yeah, then when I was in Ireland, when I was traveling, I met people by, just being able to bring the violin to the pub and connect with other travelers that way. It's a nice way to meet people, I suppose, rather than just sitting there and being like, oh, I'll try and talk to people, but I don't have anything in common with them. Yeah, socially, it's a big one. I think when you're a student and just having learnt violin through, your childhood, adolescence, or any time really, but particularly those years, it really teaches you discipline, and particularly violin teaches you patience as well. So I feel like having spent all those years doing violin, I can translate that to other parts of my life. So if I want to learn, anything, start a new career or study or go to the gym, exercise, start an exercise program, anything you want to do, it requires patience and discipline and consistency. And I think that comes very naturally to us as musicians after, years and years of just having to practice whether you feel like it or not. And I think that's a skill or something that I'm really grateful for having had as a kid. So yeah, probably those two are the biggest ones.